Mr. Singh didn't make it into the. Good afternoon, Mr. Singh.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
It took a while, but you're made good on your word and came back here to take care of this, which I'm pleased about. This is a bench warrant arraignment in the matter of People versus Amardeep Singh, file 193140. Mr. Singh was in a traffic accident when he was driving a car while intoxicated here in St. Joseph County in November of 2019. He was sentenced and then never completed the sentence. He lives in Jamaica, New York, and he went back to New York and we lost track of him. There's a warrant out for his arrest. When did you get into jail? This morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you still live there at that 113th Street address in New York?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, you came back to face the music. I'm not going to do any additional sanction. Did you bring any money with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I'm going to do the original sentence. I believe it was just OUIL. The other charges were dismissed. 2 days jail, credit 0, leaving 2 days to serve. This is Tuesday. You'll get out on Thursday. And I'm going to do the same original fines and costs. A $500 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fee. $625 before you're released, or 4 more days. So you're going to do 2 days that I ordered way back when, and pay the $625. Then you can go back to New York and live your life, or you can stay here in St. Joe County. How long have you been back?
Oh, I took like 5 days off. It took me 2 days to get here because I was supposed to come yesterday, but the weather was very bad in the Pennsylvania, so we stayed overnight in the rest area. So I have to be back to work.
All right, well, you came back to take care of this. I respect that, but I didn't change anything or make it worse. I just went with the original sentence. 2 days, credit 0, leaving 2 days to serve, and you got to pay the $625 fine before you get out of jail. Then you can go back about your business. This is going to suspend your New York license, which it probably already did. But you'll be able to not worry about having a warrant over your head. I'm going to recall the warrant. Are you going to visit your relatives at Fisher Lake?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, well, they wanted to talk to me, and I'm not unwilling to talk to them, but I want to talk to them about this case. But you facilitated this, you came back, you did what you needed to do. You're going to pay the original sentence, and then you can get on with your business. So thank you, sir, for coming back here. I didn't order any additional sanction, just what I ordered in the first place. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I sent a money order for the last fine. I don't know if the clerk received it or not.
Oh, let me look. Paid $670. Yes. We'll apply your bond to the fine and costs. All right, yes, you did. So all you got to do is 2 days. You paid the fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. I didn't see it in there. All right, you're good to go. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Maybe I'll see you this weekend if you're there. Okay, Spencer? Spencer, I'm doing a couple of last minute arraignments I did during the lunch hour. We're going to start about 1:30 because I'm backed up here.
Okay. Do you mind if I sit?
No, you're welcome.
Okay.
get back into the real court world.
That's right.
You're live on YouTube. Good afternoon, Mr. Chapman. I guess that's afternoon, Mr. Chapman. Let me get your file.
Thank you.
They were gonna give me a workup on this file, and I didn't see it, so let me get it.
Okay. Oh.
They wake you up?
Ooh. No, I was laying there listening to Western movies.
This is a return to file 202671. Jeffrey Chapman was charged with domestic assault for allegedly assaulting Janie Amy Gibson, charged as a second or subsequent offense. He got picked up for failing to appear and on a bond violation, and he had a pretrial this morning with the prosecutor, and you're going to plead guilty to domestic violence first offense. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Domestic violence second offense is a misdemeanor. Punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. First offense is punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Other than that plea agreement, did they promise you anything to get you to plead to this?
No, they didn't.
Or threaten you?
Nope.
Do you understand that by pleading to this charge, you'd be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury?
Yes.
If you had a
Yes.
trial, you'd have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf. But you don't have to,
Yeah.
because you have a right not to testify, and if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury cannot hold your silence against you. You would have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court so they could be questioned under oath. And you would have the right to and you'd have the right to be presumed innocent if and until the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, this happened on November 28th there at the hotel on South Centerville Road, is that correct?
Correct.
Now, were you and Janie living together at that time or was she at the Country Hearth Motel?
Yes, she was, and she wanted me to come and visit.
And you got into a quarrel?
Yes.
Tell me what happened.
I don't even know how, we're trying to figure things out. We want to be together, we don't want to be together, but we're trying to figure things out, and she just, I don't know, all I know is I end up trying to get her to listen to me. I was pleading for her, telling her, trying to get her to realize how much I loved her, and she wouldn't listen. And I climbed on top of her and started to hug her, and she kind of wigged out, started to freak out, and my son came in the room. I jumped up and I said, screw it, I'm out of here. And my son wanted to go with me, yeah, I said, it's probably not a good idea. He says, I'm going anyway. I said, you know what, Gabe, just come with me. We're all going to my sister's, just right down the road at Deer Creek. Got to Deer Creek, and she called the cops saying I put my hands on her. Which technically, yeah, I did put my hands on her because I crawled on top of her. But I did not physically harm her.
All right, I'll accept your plea. I'm going to set this for sentencing. For Thursday, 5/15, at 11 a.m. Need victim input. We're gonna have to get on the stick on this. Your bond's canceled until then.
All right.
Now, she must want you back because she had you there with her. But I want to hear it from her. I'm going on a vacation and I'm going to be gone for a while. I don't want to leave you languishing in jail. So I'm going to set it for Thursday, day after tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'll see you at that time.
Yep, thank you. Yeah, she wants me to get counseling help.
I think that might be a good plan. All right, I'll see you on Thursday morning.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know who this is. Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Johnny Zeliber, sir. Oh,
I don't remember what you're here for, sir.
which,
Yeah, I think maybe you're supposed to be in the other courtroom. I'll find out in just a moment. Let me put you in the waiting room. Ladies, I need some help. Mr. Zalitz, I think his name is here. I think he's got a prelim in Judge Patterson's court. Good afternoon, sir. Are you Stephen King?
Yes, sir.
This is Judge Middleton. I'm here at the court in Centerville. You got arrested on a bench warrant for failing to report to jail as ordered. Your attorney is not here.
Hey, sir, I was actually wanting to ask you an alternative of maybe being a candidate for an ADAPT center so I don't have access to the things that hurt me. I recently found out I'm schizophrenic, and that's why the alcohol sent me into such rages. And then I wake up and I think, I don't even remember what happened. And I don't want to not be punished. I want to do my time here. I just want to get some medication to get my mind right and do the time, or go to ADAPT, either one. It's just I'm so sick when I come here that I'm such a burden on everybody and everything, on myself. And I understand punishment, sir, and I deserve whatever you give me. I really do, because I failed the program and all that. But I'm just asking for just a little bit of mercy, sir, whether I deserve it or not, simply because of my sicknesses that I have.
Well, we certainly have a lot of people that are struggling with mental health issues and self-help.
I actually, no, I was going to tell you, I have a psychiatrist at CMH, Dr. Singh. I think it's spelled S-I-N-G-H, I think is how he spells it.
Yes.
I've been seeing him for S-I-N-G-H, Dr. Singh. And with not having a steady car and stuff to make probation appointments and all that, and struggle to hold a job, I mean, it's not realistic terms in that aspect either. And it sounds silly, who would want to throw their life away, you know what I mean? But I suffer every day so much from these ailments, and I try to self-medicate, and all I do is self-destruct and then hurt other people in the process. And I'd rather not be here. I'd just rather not be alive in that case. You know what I mean? I'd
Well,
rather be
I'm
able to
glad
help
you're still
people.
here, but we're going to continue this until tomorrow morning at 10:30. We'll need Attorney Yancey to help us. We'll complete it at that time, and then she can discuss some of these issues with you.
Who do you
Okay.
have?
I think his name is Johnny Zeliber.
Oh, Zalud?
Yeah, I think he's set for,
Okay, he's not on, I'll have to go back and look at the calendar.
I think he had a PEC and a prelim, and I think we settled his case last week,
Okay.
so I don't think he needs to be here. I guess I can find it myself. All
I
right,
didn't catch the name, so I didn't know.
I'm sorry.
who it was.
Mr. Bachman, you're good to go.
Oh, Mr. King?
Stephen King, Richard Bachman, same thing, so I'll see you,
Okay.
tomorrow. All right.
I thought you were talking to me, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
okay,
you.
you're good to go. There's another joke nobody got but me, so I'm just so full of myself.
You make a misery joke, I mean, you might get that.
Spencer, he's on top of it.
Like Pet Cemetery?
He's joined us. Let me do this last guy here. Good morning, sir, or good afternoon. You're Mark Raymond Lucas?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lucas, you're here on a charge of bond violation on your stalking complaint,
Yes, sir.
and now you got a bunch of new charges. You failed to appear for
Yes,
your
sir.
last pretrial on April 8th.
I got scared after I found out about the home invasion thing, which all I did was stick my head around the corner of the door to get her attention to drop off some beach chairs and shepherd's hooks.
I'm gonna reset attorney pretrial for May 14th at 9 a.m. with Attorney Bush. Your
Pardon me.
bond remains at $1,000. Cash or surety. Apparently, things really hit the fan last night. They've got arraign you on resisting, obstructing, fleeing, eluding, felon in possession of a firearm, violation of conditional release, home invasion, third degree, and stalking. So the magistrate's gonna see you a little bit on the new charges. This is that original stalking complaint from last summer that you failed to appear on. And I've reset it for May 14th. All right, sir, you're good to go, thank you.
Well, what am I doing now, Your Honor?
Well, you've got a $1,000 bond, and your next hearing is set for the 14th of May, but they're going to arraign you on all the new charges in a little while. The magistrate will be seeing you. All right, you're good to go. Yes?
Mr. Salud, he pled last week on his PEC, so he doesn't need to be
All right,
here.
that's what I thought.
Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Yep.
Sarah. Mr. Zalud?
Yes, sir.
We took care of all of our business last week. You had a
Yes, sir.
pre-exam date and then you had a backup prelim date. You pled and I sentenced you, so we don't need anything else to do here today. We took care of your
Okay.
case last week.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
All right, you're good to go, thanks. Thank
Thank you.
the prison staff.
Yep, thank you.
Debbie, that was 4 emergency polycoms that I crammed into the lunch hour. I've got sobriety court staffing that starts here shortly. Mr. Lucas is a stalking complaint. He failed to appear on last Thursday when he found out there was a warrant for him. But that's all I've got. Those were some things that came in late, came in early. Also, a man named Sumar MRD Singh turned himself in on an old warrant, but it was a white, no, it wasn't your warrant. He turned himself in on an old drinking driving warrant that he failed to appear on, so I did the sentence in that case.
Did you take a plea from Mr. Chapman then?
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
set him, this is important, I set him for sentence for Thursday morning. He
Okay.
was with the woman that he wasn't supposed to be with. I didn't want to wait till I got back from vacation to do the sentence. So I set him for sentence Thursday at 11 o'clock, and we need to try to get notice to the complaining witness.
Okay. I will see what we can do quickly.
All right, thank you for your help.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Luke and Spencer, I'm gonna hang up this feed and get set up for our staffing, but it'll be about 1:30.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you then, thank you.